It has been a very exciting year thus far. It's a huge learning experience, mainly the passionate fans, the big club that Valencia is, and everything around the club. For the first year, I think the happiest thing that I feel myself is that the financial stability of the club is very, very clear. The system is set. I think we're still on the way, but definitely, I think this is our biggest achievement. We have stabilized the banks, all the creditors, and the cash flow position of the club. And I think the best thing we did was to be able financially to put the club in the position to compete at a high level. I think that's the biggest achievement. Of course, the unforgettable moment, the welcome by the fans of the club. I think that was a very, very great gesture, and on the part of the people of the Valencia Football Club. I really feel very, very welcome at that moment when I first arrived for my first game. Yes, I think that would be a very, very key moment. And I want to thank the fans for that. We are not here all the time. I live in Singapore. The time difference, depending on the time of the year, is 6 or 7 hours ahead. If you play the games at 10 p.m., we watch it at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. So it's extremely difficult, but I don't think it's suffering because we enjoy it, we wake up, we follow it, you know. And our feeling is exactly like any fans with the club. When we win, we are very happy. When we don't, we feel a little bit down, we wait for the next game. But I think those are all great, great moments for me. I think the first thing I need to do is to bring stability to the club. Stability both financially and on the pitch. Today, these are both interlinked because today football involves a lot of money. The players are paid very, very high. So the clubs needs to be managed financially well to be sustainable. Like I said earlier, we are not there yet, but that would be something which I'll have to work on extremely hard, because I believe once we are financially stable, we can do everything else. Because today's football is all premised on a strong financial base. And of course, my long-term object for this club is to put ourselves in a position where we can compete at a very high level every year without stressing the system. I think the key here is sustainability. It's not to spend a lot of money one year and then next year we have to sell our best player to support the financial part of the company. Yes. I think the decision to change a coach will never be a happy one. It's just that it's a necessity. And given all the situation, first I picked Gary, not because he's a good friend. Gary is a good coach, and he happened to be a friend, you know. So I think that got to be very clear to everybody that I look at him, he has got a potential. I knew him for a while. His football knowledge is tremendous. He's a top pundit in the UK. And not because he's top that I chose him, it's because of his knowledge of football and everything that's around football. So as an interim measure for the rest of the season, I think it suited me, and I believe it will suit the club very well to have him just to see through the period, and then we take it from there. That's how I look at it. I'm very, very confident about him. It's just like the only shortfall is maybe the language, but I believe he can overcome it because he's a very determined person. But more important is because of his experience, not only managerial, but playing days. I think he can hold this team together because we have a very, very young team. I think because you're playing so well last year, everybody forget that our team is a very, very young team. So we need someone that is stable and experienced to guide through. I know a lot of people say that, oh no, he has never been a coach. But I do believe that he has got the ability to become a good coach. He is nonetheless exposed. He's an assistant coach with England, and also when he was at Manchester United, he was always playing a very important role as a captain. And it's common knowledge that Sir Alex Ferguson passed him a lot of training, in managing players. When I go into the dressing room, they're all like my children, young, playful. I look at them, I feel a lot of warmth for them. But because of the immense pressure they are taking, it is not easy when you are 18, 19, 20 to take that kind of pressure. And I understand that very much. And I also want the players to know that I understand this very well. I'm not coming here because I pay a lot of money, I push and you win, you don't win, you are out. So my message to them is to just keep trying. Do not be afraid that if you have a bad game, you go down. If you have a bad game, you come back, you fight again. Their potential is there. All they need is to just play together for a few more years. They need to have patience too, and also if they are doing well, they need to be level-headed, that, okay, I'm doing well, but we still got a long way to go. And my message to them is to be patient, work hard, and I believe with this team, we will have a very, very formidable team in 2-3 years' time, hopefully. You see, we have a very, very passionate group of fans. And because they love the club so much, they just want to do well all the time. But I think currently, today La Liga, the league is at a very high level. If you have an off day, the bottom team can beat you. So I think my message to the fans is you have to be patient with players sometimes. It's just that everybody make a mistake, And if we have an off day, we have to encourage, because you got to remember we have a very young team, and the fans is very, very important to them, and it affects their play, their mood very, very much. And sometimes once you get them down, it's difficult to get it back quickly, and then we lose, 2-3 games, and that would be, 9 points. So my message is to please help the club, help the young players, and be a bit more patient. We are all on the same side. We want to do well for the club. I think it's very unfair that some vested interest says, oh, we are not doing the right thing for the club. But it does not make sense. We put so much money, we came all the way, and we try our best. Sometimes we make mistakes too, because we are still learning. But we hope that the fans will understand this, that at the end of the day, all of us want Valencia to be a great club. Yeah, we are all on the same side. Yes. Hello, fans. The Christmas season is coming. We have a few important games to come, and we hope that will win all of them. To all the families of this big Valencia football club, I would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Bon Nadal, Amun Valencia.